Hey, what's going on, everybody? Phillip B here with you today, and we're here to touch on a topic that most people are completely unaware about, which is the cost of selling your home. So let's get into it. So when it comes to selling your home, what are some of the things that you absolutely need to know? And the first thing I would say that you need to know is you need to understand your money. That's what this video is about, is understanding that selling a home is expensive. You have commissions to pay. We're supposed to be calling it concessions or compensation. You have that. You have probably title fees to pay. You have any repairs to make to the home. On and on the list could go as far as the money side. So in the beginning, I like to sit down and make a net sheet with my clients, and we write down all the numbers of title, of everything, to find out exactly what it is that they may be paying or netting in the end, right? That's why it's called a net sheet. So we put all the numbers on, we plug it in, and then we come out with this number at the bottom, and that's the number that you'd be walking away with, and that helps you understand the money side of it, because frankly, that's why you sell a house, is to get the money out so that you can go do something else with it, maybe buy another house. One of the big mistakes I think people make when it comes to selling their home is because they think it's so expensive, or most of the time I think that nobody's just taken the time to sit down with them and explain it to them. So they just hire whoever, right? Like I've actually had clients in the past to me say, do you even need a realtor? And for some people, you don't need a realtor. Like if I wasn't a realtor, I wouldn't need a realtor because I have 13 investment properties. I know how to structure deals creatively. I know how to problem solve. I know how to do all those things on my own. So no, I wouldn't need a realtor. And quite frankly, there's very few people though that fall into that category, because selling a home can be very painful. And we've already talked about the money side, but what about your time? I mean, getting your time back is absolutely a huge thing, and where a realtor comes into play. But let's dig into a couple of the other things that people don't think about when selling their home. Moving! Moving can be so expensive, especially if you're moving out of state, or you need help packing boxes, or you don't have anybody that lives near you that can help you load a truck. I mean, on and on the goes there. So I always recommend, and I always give out a few referrals to some of my favorite moving companies that have gotten great reviews. And I've even had some local Tennessee companies travel and pick some clients up in New Jersey. And you just need to make sure, really it all starts with hiring the right realtor, because the right realtor is gonna have the right connections, and that person you're gonna be able to trust, work with, coordinate with, and they're gonna give you some wonderful tips. Now, selling your home can also come with so many things to do on the front end. Most people don't realize that, but if you're gonna sell with Phillip B, then there's gonna be a list of things that I will expect to be done. And I don't mean to say that in a harsh way or a mean way, but you don't go to a mechanic and say, well, you can put the flingy thingy in there, sideways, and it'll be fine. When I say declutter, I mean declutter. And I have had some phenomenal clients lately. My goodness, I asked them to declutter and their house was pretty cluttered. And I mean, it took them 2 days and they were done. So really, it boils down to, I think, for sellers on the motivation side of, man, I do have a lot to declutter, but that's where having a professional such as me comes in handy, because I can give you tips on what to declutter. I can tell you, hey, it's okay to fill up one side of your garage with boxes. And people don't really look in garages, because garages are garages, and they know that you're moving and there's gonna be boxes in a garage, most likely. And that just is the case, and most people are okay with that. But you want your house 100% show ready, just like I do, which actually boils down to a couple other things as well. So curb appeal. Most sellers don't think about this. Curb appeal. When I pull up to your house, are there stains in the driveway? Has the house been pressure washed? Has the fence been cleaned? Have the windows been cleaned? Has the front porch been swept? Are there cobwebs around the door? When you get inside, what is the very first thing that they smell? Because the number one thing buyers notice right away is how the house smells. So I'll have my clients do a plug-in maybe halfway, to the kitchen and then another one upstairs. But you don't want to be overwhelming, but these are the types of things that we get into, when it comes to selling that you don't think about. You want your house to smell good, look good, feel good, and be good to get the absolute most money that you can, which is another reason why you should sell with me, Phillip.